Hey guys, Matt Science here, and today I'm back with a night episode for r/IDontWorkHereLady. The subreddit where it's basically Karens yelling at people. Because, of course they can't do their job if they don't work at the location you're requesting help at. I legally can't work here. For context, I have always looked younger than I am. I am 24, and people still ask me to see my ID for 18 plus events and R-rated movies. When I was in middle school, my uniform consisted of khaki pants or skirts and a dark green collared shirt. I also used to frequent a discount store chain that happened to have the same uniform, but you had to be 18 to even apply to work there. Every week, my mum would let my brother and I spend a couple of dollars in the store after school. People would ask me all the time where things were, and I could usually say, I don't work here. They would see I'm very clearly a child, and they would leave me alone. One time when I was about 12, my mum took us to the store. It was after school, so I had my uniform on. But I also had my school ID plastered with my school name hanging around my neck. I was browsing the candy section when a man came up to me. I'd seen him there a lot before that day, but never up close. He was a big dude, and I'm already very shy, so I was nervous to start with. Toilet paper. What? Toilet paper! Where is it? I don't know. I don't work here. Yeah, you do. You're wearing the shirt. No, see, holding up my lanyard, my ID. This is why you are stuck working in such a stinkhole. You're so dumb and lazy as frick. I got so angry that I didn't even know what I was saying. At that point, my goddess of a mother came around the corner. She used to be a criminal prosecutor and isn't afraid of anything. She grabbed me by the shoulder and kind of pushed me out of the aisle, saying over her shoulder, "She's 12, butthole!" My mum took me up front to check out and told the manager what happened. The manager asked me who did it, and I was trying my hardest not to cry, so all I could do was point. It was a small store. The manager said she would take care of it, and my mum hustled me out to the car and back home. I never saw that guy again. I ended up working in that same location with the same manager after I turned 18. Apparently she told him if he wanted to talk to people like that, then she didn't want his business. The job ended up sucking, but that manager always looked out for me. Thanks, Janae. It's like, I have ID. I have proof that I do not work at the store. And you're still gonna be like, oh, you work here because of the shirt. It's like, at least let him, like, he has to get it through his mind. Look at the ID in the hand. He went Pikachu wow face when I asked if he could read. I can't do the Pikachu face. It's just like, eh? I used to be a DSD vendor, which in the US is someone who goes to stores like supermarkets and stocks a very specific name brand of product from stock in the back, and then leaves to go to the next store, repeat. We're often employed directly by the name brand, not the store itself, so I have loads of I don't work here lady stories, but a few of them are real special. Chances are, if you see someone stocking a name brand of snack cakes, chips, sodas, beer, greeting cards, trading cards, snack crackers, cookies, or tobacco, you're looking at a DSD vendor. I was doing my usual thing, stocking my brand, and went to part of a small shafts racetrack, which is the main walkway in front of a department. A dude I would shortly discover was as dumb as a bag of hammers and thus here named BH for butthole or bag of hammers. Comes up to me, completely ignoring my hat with logo, shirt with logo, cart with logo, not a store cart, literally a my branded cart, 30 odd boxes with logo, and armloads of logo product, and asked me where something not logo, naturally, is typically in the frozen section. I think those are usually in the frozen section. Which aisle are those on then? Keep going down that way until you get to the freezer section, and then look there, pointing to the area of the store where the freezers are very obviously to someone with half a brain. BH walks one aisle down. I don't see them. The freezer section is about 7 aisles down. Keep going until you get to the freezer section. BH walks down one more aisle. Where? Keep going a long way down. You'll see the freezers. BH moves away one more aisle. I can't see any. Keep going. Look for the freezers. He moves down one more aisle. Where? Exasperated with his incompetence, I set my logo stuff down and walk over to him, fully intending to say something to the effect of, can you not see the signs above the aisles? And can you find the big signs that say what stuff is on the aisle? Read what they say. Let's say what comes out was a stumbling over, slightly yelling, can you read? It's now BH's turn to be exasperated and turns to me and looks at me completely incredulously with furrowed brow, mouth hanging open, a perfect Pikachu expression as if to say, did I hear you literally say that to me right now? Using facial expression alone. I just turned back toward my cart and mumbled out, I don't work for the store, and got back to my logo stuff. I really had actually fully intended to say something else after read, but just the question silliness on its own gave me pause to laugh eternally about what the next one should be, and that I just left it hanging on red. I didn't see where BH trapezed off to after that, and on my way out I told the manager for the supermarket and how I accidentally asked him if he could read, and she said not to worry about it. Laughing, saying, I really want to say that every single day. I'm glad at least somebody did. And that if it ever came back around as feedback against me, she would shut it down. Good times. I just love that. It's just, can you read? It's just so dramatic, like the most dramatic question ever. It's like normal reading of like it's just like, can you read? But no, this is a, can you read? You gotta do the crazy. You gotta sell it with the crazy. I don't care that a man died. My kid's tummy hurts. Need to check that first. This happened a few years ago, so things are a little fuzzy around the edges. I'm a veterinary technician, and I got injured on the job. A puppy was handed to me, and he started flailing and managed to take a 1cm by 3mm chunk out of my cornea with his claw. It's amongst the most painful injuries I have ever received. I can't see to save my life, so I called my dad and asked him to take me to the ER. He picks me up directly from work. The ER is a madhouse. You know it's going to be bad when there's a handful of staff waiting on an ambulance to arrive. While I'm waiting in the exam room, I hear a page come over for the system for a code blue. That means a patient has arrested, and it's all hands on deck situation for CPR. It's also a reminder that you're lucky to be waiting in an ER because you're not dying. I'm eventually seen by the doctor and get a few sidelong glances from the nurses at my scrubs. They seem to notice the large paw print logo embroidered on them from the hospital I used to work at and leave me be. After my visit, the nurse who's discharging me points down the hall at the corridor and tells me to exit that way, and then she gets back to work. As I'm walking down the hall, a woman pops out from one of the exam rooms on my blind side and immediately starts yelling. I almost crashed into a desk out of shock. Our characters would be concerned mother, CM, mortified daughter, MD, and yours truly, the main entertainment, ME. Do you know how long I've been waiting? Me gesturing in pain in vain towards the paw print logo. I don't work here. Do you think I'm an idiot? I can get someone to... We've been waiting for 45 minutes in this room. MD's dummy hurts. Do you even care about her? Yeah, MD seems to be about 13 years old, covering her face with her hands, looking a bit like she wishes the floor would swallow her up. I can't help. Slowly, like I'm an idiot. Her tummy hurts. Do you people even care at all about how long we've waited? In disbelief about how someone could be so clueless about triage. Did you not see the man come in that got hit by a car? Just a guess, but hoping to give her some perspective. Is he my daughter? No. Then why would I care? What's wrong with your face? Quit winking at me. Me just struggling to see over here. My bad. At this point, a security guard shows up. He stands between us and looks at her, then at me. I'm desperately pointing at the paw print logo. I'm a patient. He nods and turns to CM and starts explaining that I don't work here. I didn't hang around to see the aftermath because, the whole couldn't see part. Some to say her daughter's tummy hurts to this very day. Oh, I was ready for the mortified daughters to yell out a line. Because I would have done the sort of like try and do a high pitch voice for her. I was hoping for that. I'm sad I didn't get that. I do not get why it's like Scrubs. Yes, clearly the giant paw print logo would be an obvious clue to who this person is, right? Unless this lady somehow has gone through life thinking the paw print is part of the scrubs at a doctor's. It's like, vet's a doctor. They count, don't they? Anyways, on that note, I'm going to end this episode here. A bit of a shorter one. Links will be in the description to the main channel and the second channel for you guys to go check out. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know next video comes out. A ding, a ding. I'm the Mad Scientist. Mad Scientist out.